still. Okay, so you guys have arrived in Oscarville. The teleportation worked, and you guys have been a couple librarians have been looking at you. Um, I would say relatively, you guys start to walk around a bit, and I would say Hazel would just run off somewhere. But maybe you'll find her, maybe you probably won't. Uh, and I would say generalistically, I would assume that Normalist would kind of guide you guys out of the building. Specifically, at least Avedon and Sardonyx. However, there's one thing that needs to be addressed, which is Normalist. Are you dressing as you normally do in regards to your face? Or no?
Face.
As in, are you hiding anything that would be unusual?
Oh, like my eye.
Yeah.
I'm like, this town isn't racist, huh? What? No, he's probably not thinking about that. He's kind of locked in.
Okay. So,
And frankly,
people...
no one would really know what his eye is other than that's a weird looking eye because it's a very unknown artifact.
Well, it's unknown, but also you would know that considering the people that handled it in the past, the likelihood of to meet someone who actually knows about it is probably higher here than most places by a lot.
That's fair enough.
So, like, you would be okay, as in it's possible just going through normal library, like normal parts of the library, you could be fine, but heading to maybe certain people's office or some of the more older members, you're not exactly sure who knows and who doesn't. But you're understanding that most people wouldn't.
Okay.
But I will say that some people do kind of like seem to look at you kind of odd, like, oh, like, and other people kind of wave around. You know a decent number of people here.
Yeah, I've been here for 50 years. I know one was, unless someone was hired in the last 6 months, I know everyone who works here.
So the building you arrived in here is the Magical Text and Special Services building. This is where they would have the teleportation sigil. So
Okay.
you guys would have walked through there, and then kind of perused through just travel a little bit through the non-magical scrolls section, which would be a large room with many, like, well, it wouldn't be that big of a room, but it'd be a long hall with scrolls and little notches on each side, with just hundreds and hundreds of scrolls in there, with various ladders and whatnot. And then you kind of would walk into the main library, which would be hosts of many, like almost a maze-like, system of hallways full of books. But eventually you kind of exit out of there and find yourself into the main part of, well, I don't want to kind of shoehorn, catwalk you, or what's the term?
Railroad?
Railroad, there we go. Railroad you
like,
into,
of all the terms you could have used. That's funny.
Okay, railroad you guys, since there is a lot to do in the library, but like,
Yeah.
within my assumption of, or what I assume Norlis's assumption is, and their quick goals, unless they want to go to a particular well, they would be an ample means to navigate the library and get through there faster than most, given that this person would know the ins and outs of this location fairly well. And you'd eventually guys would get out onto the bridge and towards the main part of town.
Yes.
Yep.
In your mind, Ian, where is the residential area on this map?
Most of this would be residential area. I mean, some of these there'd be mixed buildings for like all sorts of secondary businesses, like are mostly built in people's homes, like those that deal with linen, or people who are seamstresses, or various like small bakeries and things like that. But most of these there isn't necessarily a straight up residential area. It's rather that everything's kind of formed together. So everything that's like on the eastern side, western side of the Icicle River would be possible places. If you want me to just give you like just pick a
No,
place
I
for
just
your
didn't
house
want to
to be?
say something that was conflicting with your thoughts. That's
Okay.
what. That's all. That's the only
Okay.
reason I was asking.
Okay, because I was gonna let you choose where your house was.
Yes. Shit. I should have prepared a little bit better than this.
I should have. Well, I should have told you prior, but yeah.
No. This one's on the.
Oh, but you did see the map prior, so.
Yeah, no. So give me just one moment, please, while I try and make something up really fast.
Oh, okay.
Apologies. I am literally trying to make the name of something.
All right. Okay. While
Okay.
I'm doing that.
There we are. I got
Okay.
it. Cool. Nornalis does lead everyone, the foursome, now threesome, through the city, through the library. He doesn't intend to converse with anyone at large at the moment because he is a man with a very purposeful goal. So he leads them through the courtyards and the halls of the library and the subsequent buildings surrounding it until he approaches the bridge of the Icicle River that leads directly into the main city. At which point he leaves the people with surprising haste, be it innate speed or desire to get to his goal quickly. It feels like both Sardonyx and Abaddon are nigh on being dragged or having to sprint at a medium pace in order to keep up with this laser-focused man as he leads them eventually, if this okay with you, Ian, to a building right up here.
Yeah. Well, that's so it'd be right here. This is Sloran's Linen, so it'd be right next to Sloran's Linen.
That's fine. And they approach a humble-sized building, perhaps a little bit larger than the average building, just minorly so, and a sign hangs upon the doorway to this room, to this building, written in just common. It says Fakrana's Folio.
What is that?
What is what?
The sign.
Fakrana's Folio.
Yeah, Jim Crow's for something fellatio. What is that?
What? Jim Crow's John Palacio. Okay.
I just threw words together. Oh wait, Jim! Oh fuck!
What?
I just realized what I said.
I thought you said that completely knowingly. That's even better. Oh, the verbal barfits. Yes, well, Fakrana is my late wife.
You were married?
Yes.
Oh.
She
Learn
was
something new every day.
She was the love of my life, and thanks to her, I bore a wonderful son.
That's the same one you want to save, right?
Yes.
All fitting together.
Fakrana and Felden. I'm gonna retcon for like 2 seconds. It is Fakrana. There is a very shoddily, like someone who thought they knew how to do woodworking and clearly did not, addition to the signage. Underneath Fakrana, it says Felden's folio. Yes, and folio is... My wife, she liked alliteration, so she wanted to find something that went along with her name. Folio is a term used for a large book or manuscript, often historical or academic texts.
Mate,
What
you're losing me.
you asked? What?
You hit me with all these big words, but
Folio is 5 letters.
I didn't learn to read till I was a little older, right?
Okay. Okay. Folio means large old books.
All right.
And this was my wife's bookstore and home. It hasn't been open for some time now because, well, I've been out seeing the world, as you know. I guess you can say that. I wasn't necessarily seeing the world, but had a very linear goal, but welcome to my home. And Norlis fishes out a key from his backpack and unlocks the door and lets the two in. As you enter the room, the entryway room, you see a absolute love for literature in these stocked shelves of books.
Why? This place is quite nice.
It was one of my wife's favorite spots, so I made sure to upkeep it these last 30 years as best I could.
I see some classics.
You see some what?
Some classics.
Plastics?
Book.
Classics.
Is that a term for
And
books
here-
I don't know?
Classics.
Classics!
Oh.
I heard plastics with a P. And I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, what is that a term for books I don't know? Like, are books in other countries made out of plastic? I was really confused. I'm so sorry.
Here I was expecting a pile of letters behind the door.
Oh my god.
Yes, no, treat them gently, they are merchandise, but feel free to read if you'd like to. There's my room, my son's room, and a guest room. My room is clearly my own for the time being, obviously, but for the time being, both Felden's room and the guest room are yours to make use of as you see fit. I will hurt you if you damage my house. That's not a threat, that's a promise. It's the only important place to me. So please treat it kindly, or I will not do so for you. There's no unkindness in his voice, just absolute sincerity in his words. He's not being hostile, he's being just genuine and forthright. This is a very important place to him. The only important place to him, and he's just asking that you respect that and do not treat it poorly. But yes, no, if you would like to read, Abaddon, I have some books for less learned readers. There's more. I think one of them even has
The old
pop-ups.
hungry caterpillar.
I think one even has pop-ups, like the pictures pop out of the buildings, and that's near the front of the building. If you would like to peruse those.
Do you have a chance of a book on how to fly for beginners?
Normally starts. Wait, I can fully work this.
Oh my god.
Joel is prepared.
It's not a perfect manuscript, but in less so the physical manner, but in more a spiritual manner. There's a book somewhere. I believe it is on the third self back. How to escape the bonds from the earth. It's different, but I don't think it will help you grow wings. But it's a manuscript on how to break free from worldly desires and allow yourself to have a lighter soul, so to speak. I'm so proud of that Foley work. I had that thought really fast.
I think I'm pretty okay with worldly desires.
I don't know what that means, but okay. I don't know what the context of that sentence means.
Oh, look, you said it relieves you of earthly desires, and I think that so far I've proven that things like gold hold little sway over me.
That is in no way.
I think read the book and see how you feel afterwards, Abaddon. Mr. Abaddon.
Alright, fuck it, I'll read the book. And,
What book did you get them?
Fuck, what did I say the title was?
I heard I
to-
heard the one you gave Sardonyx, not the one you gave Abaddon.
No, Sardonyx was asking
Oh.
for Abaddon. Right?
Yes, I was actually asking for a book for Abaddon to read. Yes.
Yeah. Because they were
Oh.
like, yeah.
So Abaddon could fly. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, question. Is it a pop-up book?
That one is not a pop-up
No.
book. To be frank, it is definitely one of the drier pieces of literature in this shop. It's illuminating, it's interesting, but it is...
But no pictures.
There's no pictures, no. There's no, there's a few, more in a medicinal sense as and I describe the name of the thing I don't know, where it's a human being with like 4 arms and 4 legs in a circle. I can't remember the name of that. It's like,
I know what you mean.
I know
fuck.
exactly what
I don't know how to
Yeah,
describe. I don't know the
it's the,
term for it, but you guys know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like stuff
The
like
Vinci
that,
Man?
and like acupuncture, and like a whole lot of spiritual stuff, incenses.
Oh, Virtuvian Man. Yeah.
yes.
Virtuvian Man. Virtuvian Man. Yeah.
The Cherubian man.
See you in the morning, my guy.
Yes, no, but as I said, feel free to rest and read and do what you will. The city has many leisurely attractions. You may the food market in down by the tavern is superb. You'll find many freshly grilled meats and vegetables and truly delicious food there. It's one of my favorite places to go when I would take my son on outings.
All right. Well, I'll start with that book on flying.
All right, yes, I hope you enjoy it.
Where is it again?
Third shelf to your right, bottom shelf.
Right.
I don't know the uncertainty, but it's funny.
He said third self to your right. That is your left, Abaddon.
Hey, mate, don't get snappy with me. I'm trying my best here.
Mr. Abaddon, there's a lovely handy tip I used to tell my son. If you hold both of your fingers and thumbs out in front of you, like making a half of a square, one of them looks like an L, the other does not. The L means left.
All right, which one's the L?
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god. So Adonis is just going to take out the book and give it to him.
Okay, that still doesn't answer my question, but thank you.
You see, I would say the left one, but unfortunately, apparently that doesn't mean anything to you.
Look, if you're ambidextrous, everything's just a right hand, all right? Fine.
No, there's still a right and left with ambidextrous.
Well, no, both hands are the right answer.
Oh, right is incorrect. I see.
You expanded your horizon there, did I?
Fucking hell, bro. Oh my god.
Alright, enough dicking around, I want to read.
Alright. Does Sardonyx do anything in a moment?
I don't got anything to do.
Okay.
Yeah, after this session, like, will be opportunities, mostly in text, for you to leave this house and go around town or whatnot, or other places.
Mhm.
I'll be based
I
on
have
how this
stuff
is
to
set.
say, yeah.
Probably after the next couple sessions, sequence after that, you'll have more opportunity in session to do library stuff, depending on what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Norlis would address them both once more. I am going to sit in my room and carefully attempt to utilize the larger ability of this eye I've gained in my travels with you.
Alright, you do that.
Alright.
Or did you want to say something else?
Nornalis goes into his room and sits on his bed and is perfectly quiet for 10 minutes. And upon 10 minutes passing, you both hear.
Is he dead?
No. No more faith in my friend. But that was quite long.
That was quite a heavy thud.
I will reluctantly, I guess, check on Nordalis.
That knock first. You don't want to walk in on him touching himself.
What do you
Okay.
mean?
You don't want to know. Just knock.
Okay. Oh, so I thought this is just going to knock.
Okay, firstly, okay.
There is no
How
answer
much
to the
time
door.
passed? I missed that.
10 minutes.
Exactly 10
10
minutes.
Okay.
I'm aware of what I'm doing, Ian. I'll key you in just a
Okay,
moment.
okay.
Yeah. I'm spot on. So Sardonyx, you knock on the door?
Yeah.
There's no answer.
Sir, I'm opening the door.
You open the door? I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, they said they opened the door.
You open the door and you see Nornalis slumped on the ground.
And
Do they? Yeah. What I will say is, assuming the sequence things have begun, their eye, which is unique per se, is still open. That's the main thing that you would notice, Sardonyx, that would be unique in regards to their slumbered state.
What do you guys do?
well, is he dead?
You have to check.
I don't think so. He's still breathing.
I am still
I'll check
breathing.
his pulse.
Yes, he is still breathing.
I can clearly see.
All right. Don't worry. I know how to handle situations like these. Stand back. Abaddon cracks his knuckles and he walks over to.
What are you about to do? Do not violently shake that man,
Wait,
please.
Abaddon, do a insight check.
Okay, give me a moment.
Oh my god. Oh my.
That's the first 0 I have
Okay,
ever rolled.
so I'm
That
just
is
gonna
a-
say
Holy
that
fuck.
this, if they actually do something, this could have an effect on the next couple.
No, I
sections
am
we'll
not
see.
letting them do anything.
Okay, because
Okay.
Oh my.
Sardonyx, just a quick question.
it
How
is possible to
tall is your
interrupt
character?
things.
It is. I
Huh?
imagine it wouldn't be. It's pretty.
Maybe. I mean, it probably wouldn't like
Yeah,
do it in a
no.
normal way, but it would be like you'll see. It will be in like a mystical way,
You can
Don't
roll
test
initiative.
me.
You can roll initiative to see who does what first.
and it won't be a direct interruption, or it won't
Oh,
it won't be an
wait,
ending to it. But
with
it will.
me- oh
You'll
my god.
weird things will happen.
Wait, with me and him? That's
No,
crazy.
not quite. We'll see. As it is in depending on what he does. Oh
Okay.
wait, will you have advantage?
No?
No,
Why'd
you
you
can
roll-
just
No,
you
you
can
rolled
wait.
initiative. Why is he
Why'd
Yeah,
you
rolling
roll initiative?
Ian. You
To
can
see
roll
who
initiative to
moves
see-
first.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Here's my question though.
Yeah.
Sardonyx, how tall are you?
I can fly. That does not matter.
Okay. How strong are you?
Not very. Not
Not very.
weak.
But-
Not weak, but not strong.
I remind you, I have a 21 in strength. If you try to physically stop me, I will literally just walk through you
You can
like
try.
a cardboard cutout.
Are you that
I-
abstinent in what you're doing? Like, is that how determined you are to do? Like, I don't know what. I personally don't know what you're doing, but you have to think about the severity in which you are moving forward.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
I will say, once after he does the thing or doesn't do the thing, that's where we'll end. So
Oh, wait, okay. So do I roll insight and then initiative, or do I just roll initiative?
I see no reason you can't
Well,
roll both.
I don't think you necessarily need to. Well, I had insight for them because they might
Fair.
come to a sudden realization that, oh wait, doing this might be odd given
Gotcha.
the circumstance. As
Alright,
in Sardonyx, do
roll
you have an
initiative.
understanding of why they'd be asleep?
I would possibly, depending on my studies. I do study. the
No,
ancient
I not even like special studies. I just mean like they said they were going to activate something, and maybe they might be in the process of doing that. Maybe
Yeah,
that versus
I
also
am rolling.
that Abaddon.
Oh no! Oh
considered that,
no!
and that's what. Uh-oh.
All right, Abaddon. What do you do?
That is insane.
What do you do,
So-
Abaddon?
Abaddon kneels down in front of the sleeping fireball,
Yeah.
puts one hand on his shoulder gently, puts the other one.
Oh my god.
Do you touch his eye?
No, just the shoulders, just the
It
shoulders.
does look at you, by the way. His eye moves and looks at you.
Okay, that's fucking creepy. Mate! Mate! He shakes him a little bit. Do I get a response?
You do not.
He slaps you.
No response. That's your action.
Abaddon, do a perception check.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You see
Oh my
nothing.
god.
Sardonyx, what do you do?
For Sardonyx, you could do a perception check if you'd like.
I'm gonna stand near Abaddon first. And glare at him. What
He's dead.
are you doing?
He's dead.
You idiot! Can't you see he's breathing?
I slapped him, he didn't wake up, he's dead. Very simple. That's just muscle memory. Oh, you hate me. Come on. I hear that all the time.
Oh, that's fucking a good perception check.
So we might have a segment in between the next couple sessions where we get back to you guys doing things with Norlis's body,
Okay.
but for reasons. However, what I will say is, Amethyst, this is the last thing I'm going to say before we end the session. You look out, you see at you glance, and at the nearest window, there's a very, a fairly large raven that you've never obviously you haven't seen a raven this large, but it's a very out of place raven that seems to be looking at you guys, mainly at Nornalis. And you look at the raven, and well, it's not to say the raven has two similar eyes, but it almost it's almost like it has qualities that are similar to that strange eye that Nornless has. If you want to make a singular religion
Okay,
or
I want to say something that
okay, you could say one thing if you'd like.
could really, because I want Abaddon to move away from Nornalis. So, I think a bird is here to teach you how to fly, Abaddon.
No, okay.
But we already
There
tried.
could have been a meaner route you went with that, but yeah.
Kirk, mate, I don't mean to disappoint you, but we already tried that once, and it turns out you're not the best teacher.
I'm not talking about me. Look out there.
Okay.
Yep, that is a civilization.
I'm
They-
talking about the bird in the window, Abaddon.
They
I
rolled
can
a
see
4.
out the window.
The bird flies off. Abaddon just didn't look at the wrong window multiple times.
What window?
Okay.
Fucking make point.
You know, that is my fault because we did just discuss left and right, and
Oh my God.
clearly,
Okay.
Yeah, it's your fault, not mine. It's yours.
Alrighty.
we were with
That went pretty
That's
well.
where we'll end it.
Yeah. I'd like to give my boon point to myself for being awesome. No, I'm kidding.
This is pretty short, so you guys could do a. I'm not gonna give a boom point, but if one of you wanted to give a boom point, you can. But otherwise, we're gonna go right into the rest of what I had to plan today.
give a boom point for Abaddon.
Let's
For
go.
what?
Oh,
For being a silly
brain
guy.
damage I think just caused. Sorry.
Yoink.
Yoink.